Urgent, Steelers fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Russell Wilson sends 6-word message as free agency decision nears. A former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback likes Russell Wilson for the 2025 NFL season, but Wilson has been talking to other teams. Meanwhile, Wilson sent a 6-word message as his free agency decision nears, according to his post on X. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest, the Blacks. And gold news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. The Steelers have their sights set on Aaron Rodgers, but if he moves to Minnesota, Wilson may be back in play with Pittsburgh. The Steelers lost Justin Fields in free agency to the Jets. QB Russell Wilson. Looking for a 2025 home, it has been a distinguished 13-year career for Wilson. He has a career record of 1,277, but that mark is only 2,332 over the last 4 seasons. His days of being able to carry a team appear to be over. One of the potential problems with Wilson returning to the Steelers is his relationship with head coach Mike Tomlin. A longtime league executive said it's shaky, according to Fox Sports. I don't believe it's where it was before the season or even early December when Russ was still playing good football, the executive said. I just don't. That's a far cry from the conversation Wilson spoke about during the season, according to an interview with ESPN via Sports Illustrated. He said, "Russ, I want you and I to be immortal to the game," Wilson said. "What you've done, what you've been able to do, I want you to remember that man. You've been immortal to the game, being a young black quarterback, the second guy to ever win a Super Bowl. Some of the things you've had to do, being immortal to the game, and you know me and what I want to be able to accomplish, and the things that I've done, and him being a Super Bowl winning head coach, one of the youngest coaches to ever do it, especially being African American, the men that he gets to lead." And he said, "Man, baby, you just want to live, baby. Just live." He always says, "Just live, baby." In his NFL career, Wilson has thrown for 46,135 yards with 350 touchdowns and 111 interceptions. He made 10 Pro Bowl appearances, missing out in 2016, 2022, and 2023. He finished in the top 5 of the AP Offensive Player of the Year 3 times. Hold-up in Steelers' pursuit of Aaron Rodgers revealed, why is Aaron Rodgers taking so long to decide where he wants to play in 2025? That is the key question for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but as Rodgers has entered dark mode and has yet to make a decision, the reason he might be waiting is becoming clearer. Diana Rossini of The Athletic says Rodgers is waiting to hear back from the Minnesota Vikings and if they would like to pursue him as a veteran option. They have J.J. McCarthy and are seemingly having discussion on if they will go after him. The Vikings are having discussions about what they want to do at quarterback and if they want Rodgers. Rodgers is giving them time and waiting to hear from Minnesota. The Vikings have yet to make a decision. "We all wait," Rossini said. Steelers lose third offensive lineman in NFL free agency report. The Pittsburgh Steelers will no longer employ both Herbig brothers during the 2025 season. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported on March 14th that offensive lineman Nate Herbig agreed to join the Washington Commanders. Herbig is signing a 1-year deal to play for Washington. The 26-year-old didn't play at all during the 2024 regular season because of a torn rotator cuff that he suffered during the preseason. But the departure is still significant for Pittsburgh's offensive line depth. Herbig is the third offensive lineman the Steelers have lost in NFL free agency. Starting left tackle Dan Moore Jr. signed a 4-year, $82 million deal with the Tennessee Titans on the first day of free agency. The Steelers also lost veteran guard James Daniels to the Miami Dolphins. Commanders sign interior offensive lineman Nate Herbig. During the same offseason, the Steelers drafted edge rusher Nick Herbig. The team signed Nate as extra offensive line depth. In 2023, Herbig started just 2 games, but he dressed for all 17 contests. The offensive lineman played 156 offensive snaps and 60 snaps on special teams. Last season, Herbig was expected to compete with rookie Zach Frazier for the starting center role, but the job fell to Frazier after Herbig's season-ending injury. Frazier played well, so while the Steelers likely would have loved to bring Herbig back for another season, he wasn't expected to compete for a starting spot in Pittsburgh. Even with Daniels leaving as well, the Steelers seemingly have their starters set at center and guard for 2025. Veteran Isaac Sumalo, who the Steelers signed along with Herbig 2 years ago, is set to start again at left guard. 2024 rookie Mason McCormick replaced Daniels after he suffered a season-ending injury last year and is expected to enter training camp as the team's starting right guard. Herbig began his NFL career as an undrafted rookie for the Philadelphia Eagles in 2019. The lineman dressed for 2 games as a rookie. Then in 2020, Herbig started 12 contests for the Eagles. After 3 seasons in Philadelphia, Herbig started all 11 games he played for the New York Jets in 2022. Herbig joined the Steelers on a 2-year deal on March 16, 2023. Steelers offensive line depth entering 2025 NFL Draft. Lauchi, with the departures of Moore, Daniels, and Herbig, the Steelers didn't necessarily lose anyone they didn't expect. To replace Moore, the Steelers will likely flip former first-round pick Broderick Jones to left tackle. But the team will still have to replenish its offensive line depth this offseason. As the roster stands on March 14th, tackle Dylan Cook and guard Ryan McCollum are Pittsburgh's top reserve offensive linemen. Cook was an undrafted free agent for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2022. The Steelers signed him in May 2023 after the Buccaneers waived him. The 27-year-old has never played in an NFL regular season game. Cook spent a majority of the 2024 campaign on the Steelers' practice squad. McCollum dressed for all 17 games for Pittsburgh during 2024. The fellow 27-year-old started at center when Frazier missed weeks 7 and 8. In 2022 and 2023, McCollum didn't play during the regular season. The veteran started 1 game as a rookie for the Detroit Lions during 2021. The Steelers entered last season with a lot of offensive line depth, but the team had to use every bit of it because of injuries. The line has been a focal point in the draft for the Steelers in recent years. And now, Steelers fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for the black and gold. He'll be back any moment with more Steeler Nation news. Here we go, Steelers! Here we go!